saying that basically the wheel bearing is bad, and you know, the noise that I'm hearing is like a thump 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 thump, real loud. And I know this just didn't happen overnight. You know, it's had to have been around for a while. But you know how the young people are, is basically if, you know, the radio's working, then, you know, the rest of the car should be fine. But anyway, I'm trying to determine which side of the bearing is bad. If I turn to the right, it sort of goes away. Sort of goes away. Turn to the left, and it stays the same or it gets a little bit louder. So that's telling me that I'm putting stress when I turn left. I'm putting stress on the right side of the vehicle, which makes the noise a little bit more noticeable. Turning to the right is just the opposite. I'm going to put stress in the opposite direction, and that's going to tell me that the right side is likely, you know, to have a bad wheel bearing. But you can hear it. Turning right, it fades. Staying left, it's maintained. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is go ahead and loosen up the lug nuts, and I like to do that while it's still on the ground. Go ahead and remove the wheel. Okay, so I've also put a jack down here so that, you know, in case it drops or loses any pressure, it's going to set on the jack, or on the ramp actually. And next you want to take the brake caliper off, and these bolts are on there kind of tight. So make sure that you use the 15 millimeter bolts here. I've already broken them loose because they were kind of a problem to get off. But anyway, it's not these bolts. It's not the ones up on the top. It's ones behind. Okay, so 15 millimeter. Okay, so I went back to the 15 millimeter socket and ratchet to remove the bolts. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove the caliper. But you want to make sure that you have some kind of a system to hold it up, because you don't want it to be putting any pressure on that hose. So I go ahead and hang it up there out of the way and take the pressure off that hose. You want to damage it. Okay, next go ahead and pull the rotor off. Get to the side. Now we want to get the dust cover off. I'm going to use a screwdriver and be careful with that. Alright, so now we broke this 36 millimeter socket with a breaker bar. And just go ahead and loosen it up. Take it off. Okay, now the hub assembly, bearing assembly should just pull right out. Just like that. Alright, so I'll clean the spindle up a little bit. This one has a little bit of rust on it. I used a wire brush to try to clean it up a bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put in the new bearing, the new hub assembly bearing. Why is it not going back on? Okay, so it took a little bit of pressure to put this on there. We had to actually hit it. Now we get the 36 millimeter nut going back on. And it's supposed to be tight down to 221 foot-pounds. Okay, so now we're tightening this down. I got it set at 205 right now. It should click off once it gets there. Close. Okay, that's 205. So now I'm going to adjust it to the 221. Okay, so now we've got it set to 221. pounds. Okay, install the motor back and the brake caliper system. Okay, so the last thing is go ahead and remount the wheel, remove it from the jacks, and go ahead and take it for a test drive. Okay, already, even in this residential area, I can feel the difference. There's no more thump, thump, thump noise, so everything seems to be good. We'll go ahead and take it out and drive it a little bit faster, but like I say, the noise is gone. Pretty much sure that everything is good to go. The problem was the right wheel bearing hub assembly. Right now, driving and there's no noise like the old thump 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 that I heard before. Turning left, turning right, everything is fine. So that was it.